Every night, at exactly 3:17 a.m., something in my apartment wakes me up. It started with a whisper, then a sound, and now, I'm not sure what it is. It's getting closer, but let me take you back to how this all began. I'd just moved into this old apartment building, tucked away in the quietest, most ancient part of the city. The rent was a steal, and I figured I'd hit the jackpot. The place was massive, but it had this cold, empty feeling that clung to the walls. The landlord, a grim-faced old man, handed me the keys with a strange warning. He looked me dead in the eye and said, "Just one rule. Never, ever turn on the lights after 3 a.m. I laughed it off, thinking he was just being eccentric. I mean, who makes up a rule like that? One wish I had listened. The first couple of nights were completely normal. I unpacked my boxers, settled in, and enjoyed the silence. I even thought the landlord's warning was just a weird quirk of the building. But on the third night, things changed. I was fast asleep when a bright light jolted me awake. It was my phone's flashlight, shining right in my face. I grabbed it, confused, and my heart skipped a beat when I saw the time. 3:17 a.m. I turned it off, telling myself it must have been a glitch. As I tried to go back to sleep, I heard it, a sound that made the hair on my arms stand up. It was the sound of heavy metal chains dragging slowly across the ceiling, right above my bed. Scrape, scrape, scrape. It was rhythmic, deliberate. My mind was racing. Was it the pipes? My upstairs neighbor, but the landlord had told me the unit above was vacant. Fear started to creep in, cold and sharp. My hands were shaking, but I had to know what was going on. I grabbed my phone, opened the camera, and hit record, pointing it towards the ceiling. The instant my thumb touched the record button, the screen went pitch black. The scraping sound stopped. Complete silence. It was so sudden, so absolute, that it was even more terrifying than the noise itself. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night. The next morning, I woke up in a cold sweat, my clothes drenched. The first thing I did was check my phone. I found the video file and hit play. For the first few seconds, it was just the dark ceiling. But then, the video froze. The timestamp was locked at 3:17 a.m. 13 seconds of pure silence passed, and then I heard it. Faint, raspy breathing. It wasn't mine. And then, in the final, terrifying frame of the video, a face materialized in the darkness behind me. A pale, distorted face with wide, staring eyes and a mouth that was stitched shut. I screamed and threw my phone across the room. I couldn't breathe. I knew I wasn't crazy. I snatched the phone, ran out of the apartment, and found the building's security guard. My hands were trembling so badly I could barely hold the phone steady as I showed him the footage. His face went pale, his own hands starting to shake. He looked at me, his eyes wide with fear, and said, "You're in room 104, aren't you? You shouldn't have stayed there." I asked him why. What was wrong with that room? He leaned in and whispered, "Years ago, a woman was murdered in that room, strangled with chains. They found her body at exactly 3:17 a.m. That was Italiano." I ran back upstairs, threw my clothes and essentials into a bag, and didn't look back. I wasn't spending another second in that place. As I stood on the street, heart pounding, trying to call a cab, my phone buzzed in my hand. I looked down at the screen. A new notification had just popped up. It read, "Recording saved, 3:17 a.m. I hadn't even opened the camera app. What you just heard is only the beginning. That notification was a sign that whatever was in that room wasn't done with me. If you want to see the footage and find out what happened next, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, because part 2 is coming soon. You won't believe what that next recording showed. Thanks for watching.